The enchanting queen of the night flower. Best tips to grow and care guide. The queen of the night flower plant, Epiphyllum oxypetalum, also popularly known as Dutchman's pipe cactus, is a part of the cactus family. It is native to Mexico but can be found around the world, primarily in the tropics. This unique plant belongs to the genus Epiphyllum, and it's well known for its white-colored flower and intoxicating fragrance capable of filling the entire area when it blooms. Propagation of the queen of the night flower. The propagation of a queen of the night plant is a simple technique as it doesn't require much expertise. Please like, subscribe and comment for more informative videos. You can easily propagate your plant using its stem segments. Start by selecting fresh stems with no visible signs of spots or damage from your garden. Then cut it into two while the plant is actively growing. Allow to callus over for a period of 3 to 5 days. Afterward, you get your pot and fill it up with dry soil. Keep in mind that your soil needs to be super rich and compost-like, though, as this plant only thrives in those conditions. Ideally, about 2 to 3 inches of the stem cutting should be buried facing upwards into the potting mix, well watered, and kept away from direct sunlight. Another approach you could adopt is to leave the cuttings in water until roots start to appear before transferring them into the potting mix. Whichever option you choose, within a week or two, you're sure to see the sprouting of the tiny buds from the leaf margins. Pruning and maintenance. Pruning is best done during its active growing season. Being an epiphytic plants makes them depend on trees for support, as they can grow super long stems up to 20 feet long, enough to reach as high as the treetops. The main reason why you need to prune them regularly with properly sterilized secateurs is to contain them. Start by cutting off stems at the base to avoid regrowth or cutting from the damaged part. However, be careful not to cut off any stem with flower bud. Light and soil. Like most species, the Epiphyllum oxypetalum equally doesn't need direct sunlight. However, putting them in direct sunlight and in excessively warm temperatures will not only stop them from flowering but could also get sunburnt most. So, keep your queen of the night in filtered light or partially shaded location. But ensure they are not lacking light either. Otherwise, they would develop diseases or, even worse, die off. In addition, the queen of the night does well in well-drained, airy soil. Be sure to load the soil with a mixture of chicken manure or compost. Another way is to make a sandy perlite mix containing 1/3 potting mix, 1/3 perlite, and 1/3 sand. Or even mix 50% inorganic materials and perlite. Water. Unlike any other regular plant, the queen of the night flower plant does not need so much water to survive. Being succulent plants makes them rely less on water. Water them in the morning or early afternoon. And if you keep your plant indoors, water more frequently during late February. However, keep in mind to ensure the soil dries out completely in between watering. Fertilizer and feeding. In a bid to successfully grow your plant to blossom, they need nutrients. Nourish the soil with appropriate fertilizer to provide your plant with these required nutrients. Apply the fertilizers to your soil from early spring every 2 weeks till autumn. Preferably, use a well-balanced liquid fertilizer. However, when purchasing fertilizer, look out for the nitrogen level, as higher levels of nitrogen can harm your plant. More reason to check that the nitrogen concentration in the fertilizer is 10% or even lesser so that they grow well. Temperature and humidity. To grow your queen of the night to the flowering stage, it's best to keep them at an optimum temperature of 65 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're keeping yours indoors, keep it in a location with excellent and direct sunlight. It also requires at least 50% humidity. Regardless, ensure that you don't expose your plant to a high or low temperature or humidity, as this could kill the plant. Common pests and plant diseases. Like many other plants, the Epiphyllum oxypetalum is prone to infestations from various pests and diseases. As a result, you may regularly find pests such as mealybugs, slugs, gnats, and mites eating away your queen of the night to their heart's extent. Also, it's worthy to note how prevalent fungal leaf spot or black rot diseases are high among the queen of the night plants. They're often indicated with the presence of black or brown spots on the leaves with fuzzy, mold-like patches. Managing pests and diseases. To get rid of these unwanted pests and stop them from harming and feeding off your plant juice, you can handpick them or use pesticides to keep them at bay. Another option is the use of a DIY neem oil solution. You can easily make this at home. You dilute neem oil and liquid castile soap with water and spray once or twice a week on your Queen of the Night flower plant till those tiny bugs are gone. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more informative videos. Thanks for watching.